Lubbock Cooper ISD English Grade 7 Unit 4B Modified Informational Text and Connections. Number 1. According to paragraph 2, the reader can conclude that it is safer to ride A. in the front seat of a vehicle rather than the back seat, B. in the front seat of a SUV rather than the back seat of a regular car, C. in the back seat of an SUV wearing a seatbelt rather than the back seat of a regular car wearing a seatbelt. Number 2. Which of the statements from the selection is an example of a logical appeal? F. Well, maybe I can change your mind. G. Wearing a seatbelt in the back seat is 44% more effective at preventing death than riding unrestrained. H. People may say it's uncomfortable or that they don't have time. 3. In paragraph 4, the word unhindered means something that is A. uncomfortable, B. held back, C. free from restraint. Number 4. In paragraph 6, the word mandatory means something that is F. optional, G. required, H. fashionable. Number 5. Complete the analogy. Seatbelt is to automobile as state is to A. governor, B. country, C. city. Number 6. The reader can conclude that attention to safety increased in the 1950s because F. Cars became more dangerous as they began being manufactured with increased speed. G. Laws were passed mandating the wearing of seatbelts. H. Dr. C. Hunter Sheldon began reporting on the number of head injuries from car accidents. Number 7. Which of these is the best summary of the selection? A. Progress in automobile safety took several decades. These changes were driven by laws mandating improvements in safety and the wearing of seatbelts before they would be commonly followed. Statistics show the use of seatbelts has lowered the number of injuries. B. Auto safety laws force drivers to wear seatbelts and drive more carefully. These changes improve the risk of injury in an automobile crash. C. Future improvements in safety were the result of doctors and legislators bringing the issue to everyone's attention. These changes in safety improved the risk of injuries. Number 8. What is the most likely reason the author wrote this selection? F. To persuade the readers to use their seatbelts. G. To explain the differences in the types of seatbelts. H. To inform the reader of the history and development of seatbelt usage. Number 9. Which sentence from this selection is a commonplace assertion? A. Meanwhile, on the ground, drivers seem to be more receptive to strapping in their children. B. Congress passed legislation in 1959 requiring higher safety standards on all cars. C. Maine and New Hampshire are the only two states that don't have seatbelt laws. Use the selections, please buckle up, and auto safety from sack to seatbelt to answer the following 3 questions. Number 10. What is the one difference in the selections? F. Please buckle up focuses on the safest seat in a car, while auto safety from sack to seatbelt focuses on people's frequent use of seatbelts. G. Please buckle up focuses on the role that parents play in children wearing seatbelts, while auto safety from sack to seatbelt focuses on the benefits of wearing seatbelts. H. Please buckle up cites statistics of seatbelt use in accidents, while auto safety from sack to seatbelt relies on a chronology of the invention's changing form and the laws governing seatbelt use. Number 11. Both authors would most likely agree about the importance of A. Allowing motorists the freedom to choose whether or not to wear a seatbelt, B. Making future generations of drivers aware of statistical data that support seatbelt use, C. Discovering an alternative to seatbelts. Number 12. Both authors suggest that F. Wearing seatbelts does not improve your chances of surviving a car crash. G. Wearing seatbelts is mostly due to laws that were passed requiring it. H. All of these connections can be made. Use the click it or ticket posters on the previous page to answer the following questions. 13. Which ad uses an appeal to authority in its persuasive approach? A1, B2, C3. Read the selection and choose the best answer to each question. I am not able to read the revising and editing questions and answer choices to you. You have to read those on your own. Good luck.